Adam Kinzinger insists the U.S. should arm Ukraine and train their pilots, but that's not all. He wants to put the squeeze on President Putin. Representative Kinzinger joins us. Good evening, sir.
Hey, Greta. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Very well. First of all, tell me, what do you want to do to Putin and why?
Well, look, there are 300 families that are not even a week out from mourning and feeling the pain of what happened from these pro-separatist rebels that are supported by Vladimir Putin and the Russian government. I think it is very important now that we begin to freeze some of Putin's assets. It's not going to be an easy process. He's estimated in some cases to be one of the richest guys in the world from loot he's taken from the state of Russia. Let's locate where some of that is and freeze it and take it. I think we need to make him an international pariah on the world stage. So he's got his public opinion in Russia, and that's an issue. But I think to an extent he wants to have the world opinion on his side, which he's not going to get. I think we need to make it very clear that he is not on the side of peace. So I think we need to target him personally, as well as arming and training the Ukrainian military, because this has spilled out from the borders of Ukraine to now affecting innocent people who are probably two-thirds of which were asleep and hoping to wake up in a different country.
All right, I'm all for putting the pressure on Putin and on Russia on this, but the problem is that if the U.S. almost unilaterally does it, it's not going to have any impact. Germany loves that oil. Sure. The U.K. has got a lot of business deals with Russia. I mean, how do we get on board? This has got to be a world response. It can't just be us.
Yeah, it really does. And even one more example, the French are selling the Mistral warships to the Russians. This is what the Russian defense minister said in the Georgian war. Had he had these Mistral ships, he could have taken over the Black Sea and Georgia in 45 minutes, and the French continue to sell this. I think that has got to stop. I think the president's doing an okay job of trying to pressure the Europeans, but I think he's got to do stronger. Cancel your fundraising trips and make it very clear that the United States needs Europe on board. Europe needs the United States on board in order to stop this continued Russian incursion, because look, it was Georgia, then it was Ukraine, Crimea, and then Eastern Ukraine. What's next? Something is going to be next unless he's stood up against. We learned that lesson hard in the 1930s.
All right, there's no direct evidence, according to senior U.S. officials that we're learning tonight, no direct evidence to tie Russia, but they created the conditions that led to this. Does that in any way have an impact on your view that it's not a direct Russian hit, but that they created the conditions?
Well, I just learned this on your show, so I'm interested to see the details, whether that may be that it didn't come from a Russian launcher in Russia, but I can almost guarantee you, or I would be pretty confident, that there were some kind of Russian agents among the pro-separatist rebels giving them input. This is a very complicated piece of equipment to use, and regardless, even if there wasn't, they have support by Vladimir Putin. They have carte blanche ability to do what they need to do, and they have that support. I still take this very seriously. Vladimir Putin can tomorrow if he truly wanted to, but obviously he doesn't want to.
But the other thing, too, is that you can't just push a button on these the launchers. You've got to have some level of training, and either you had someone there who had been trained, meaning a Russian, or else the Russians did some training, assuming that the facts are as we now think they are tonight. Anyway, Congressman, thank you, sir.
Thank you. It was good to be here.